Okay.
Let's do it. Hit it.
Howdy, all. This is Bob Nightingale, America's so-called sweetheart. At least that's what Liam says. I'm not sure about that, but you listen to Pod and Lansdowne.
Hey,
Welcome.
It's the Liam and Jake show. We're gonna see how this goes, right, Liam?
It's the second time we've done it. First
It
time
is, but
separate.
the previous time was we just sat next to each other and shared a microphone in my at
we
my
didn't
kitchen
we didn't
counter.
live stream, so
yeah,
it's a little more
much
tech savvy for us.
Yeah, but I think we got it figured out. No,
No, I think we're
there's
rolling.
people in the
We're
chat,
live.
which means
Which means
someone
we did
saw
something
it.
right.
Yeah,
I'm refreshing the YouTube channel right now. Yes, we are live. Cool.
we are like you can see it with
we're
your
rolling.
eyes.
Yep, we're rolling.
Okay,
We're
great.
here.
Um,
So, welcome. A lot has happened in the past week. We lost Fitz. The Red Sox have won just 2 games. First week in a post Rafael Devers world, although we did see him in San Fran. Otherwise, not much has gone that well, I gotta say.
No, I believe we are 2-4 since the last time we spoke. Yeah, not excellent. I'll tell you what though, our friend Fitz, his commitment to Zero Dark Fitzy is commendable.
It's a real thing.
He doesn't even answer us. He won't even answer us. We've been texting in the group chat.
I don't think he's opened Twitter at all.
Yeah, good for him.
I think I just see Missy Mopena post him on her story on Instagram.
Yeah.
But that's the only sign of life we've gotten.
He's protecting his peace.
That's right, as he should.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can't blame him.
No.
Yeah, we're here. So you're stuck with us, the two of us. Jake, I earlier this week, I guess it was over the weekend, or Sunday night rather. It was very fresh. There was a certain player that drew your ire.
My ire,
which ultimately, it's like that domino meme where the guy's got the tiny one and then it cascades into Duran, I guess, maybe going on Section 10 later this week, is what I'm reading through the grapevine.
Right.
So yeah, why don't you? The floor is yours in your on your best behavior, because we don't have a real editor this week.
No, we don't.
Tell us what happened. Tell us what happened. Break it down.
Yes. So I, Jarren, left fielder for the Boston Red Sox, Jarren Duran. Maybe you've heard of him. Basically, I'll break it down like this. It's been a long and winding road with Jarren these last 4 seasons. I mean, to put it lightly. So he comes up in 21. He stinks. He's awful. He can run fast, but he stinks. 22, he came up again and was unremarkable. 23, he was fine, I would say. He was about a 2-WAR player that year. Got hurt. 24, he's an MVP caliber player. Almost. I mean, not just under that. He made the All-Star game. And then now we're here in 25, and he is like barely above replacement level at this point. And in between all of that, inside all of that, he's had some controversies as well.
Yes, this is the first time hearing. This is the first time hearing it.
So I guess at this point, I'm just over it. I'm done with him. For me, sports, and this might be controversial, but my sports teams that I follow, I for the most part, unless you're like a Hall of Fame level guy, it's what have you done for me lately? And I'll tell you what, not much. He's been like. I don't even think I'm being overly harsh regarding his play. He's been such a disappointment this year, like in genuinely every possible way. He's not hitting for power. He's not hitting doubles like he was last year. His defense is I actually whatever happened there. He was like a Gold Glove caliber defender in center last year, and he looks like me in left field.
I'm looking at his savant, and last year his range outs above average, 96th percentile arm value, 86th percentile arm strength, 75th. You fast forward to this year, the range outs above average 7th, arm value 45, the arm strength's still there. Don't worry, Jake. 74th percentile. But yeah, I'm not sure what has happened defensively, really. I think is the biggest shocker out of all of it for me, at least.
I mean, you think it's like they're lightening the load defensively, and I know the monster's tough. And I don't
to his credit, I
don't want to
understand.
I actually think that's the one thing that's the one thing he's doing well. He just looks awful on defense, and then I said he's not hitting for power. He's stealing less also, which is like that's I feel like if you're gonna do something, maybe whatever. But the bat, I guess, just in general, the bat has been a disaster. So as of today, I'll give you his triple slash, and Liam, it's not pretty.
Oh, believe me, I'm.
He's hitting 257
right
with
now.
a 309 on base, slugging 406 for a 715 OPS. And Liam, would you like to guess his OPS plus?
I think it's still slightly higher than Seti's. I don't know. I'm gonna go like a flat 100.
So it's 98. And would you like to know?
Oh, sorry, you cut out there for a second.
Oh no!
No, you're good. You're good. Keep it going. What'd you say?
His OPS plus is 98.
Okay.
And would you like to know what Cedar Rafaela's is?
You're gonna tell me it's also 98.
It's 99, Liam.
Oh, whoa!
99.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so here's where I'm at. I think this team can make a wild card. Like, the AL's pretty bad. I don't think that's controversial, even like post Devers trade, post whatever, all of it. Like, I still think you don't need to be that good, really, to make a wild card game in the MLB anymore. And Duran, I think you get better as a team if you trade Duran tomorrow. Like, I honestly think that's where it's at. And I'll lay it out for you.
Honestly,
he's not, at this point, he's a worse baseball player across the board than Cedar Rafaela. There's nothing, he runs faster than Cedar, but pretty much everything else, Cedr's outpaced him at this point. Willier, Gold Glove outfielder. We thought he was going to like be an all-star in April, and that's obviously gone down. But he's like a serviceable, like a serviceable, solid corner outfielder. Can't really hit righties, but guess who can? Lefties. Guess who can? Rob Refsnyder. And then also the best prospect in baseball, Baseball Jesus, is also in the outfield. So it's like, if he's not the odd man out before the trade deadline, he at least to me, like, obviously is in the winter. I don't know. I don't foresee any way he's on this team April of next year. Do you? Like, I just don't think.
No,
I think it makes no sense.
I think push comes to shove. Like, I think he's gone. He's gone by the winter.
Yeah.
But hey, say he gives you 2 good weeks here leading up to the trade deadline at the end of next month.
Cash out.
Lights the work. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it makes sense to move on at this point. He's 28. He's the oldest non-Rob Refsnyder outfielder we currently have. So, I mean, all your points, I agree with. Overall, just a disappointment. You knew there was going to be regression this year. I didn't think it would be. Yeah,
I thought he would regress
startling.
To more his like 23 self.
Yeah, I figured there would be he'd be like a 4 or 5 win player. Not
but I mean, his
player.
Liam, his OPS is 110 points lower than 23.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not going to get the job done when the outfield's already crowded. And
no.
I don't know. I know there are obviously people talking about the Phillies, people talking about the Padres. There are certainly teams that can use him. And at this point, you've already moved on from Devers. I understand why they didn't move Duran last winter. I mean,
I do too, and we went over this. Like, I get why that would be.
But now that the Devers Band-Aid is gone, like,
yeah, Craig, the fan base already is fed up with Craig. Like, you may as well do the other tough thing now.
Yeah, if you're really positioning yourself for long term, like, just get it all done right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and listen, I'm lower on him than most because I think he's a rotten person. I'll leave it at that. You can do your own. You can come to your own conclusions and do your own research. But it's all out there, as Jarren would say. He's doing. You can do your own research. But like, if there's teams offering you any semblance of like a decent package, I would do it before the like. I really do think it gets easier to make lineups. You become a better team defensively, like instantly if he's traded. I just don't. And it's like, oh well, what are you gonna do for leadoff? His OBP is like 308. It doesn't fucking matter what you do for leadoff at this point. I saw somebody on. Maybe I don't remember. Maybe one of the Nesson guys that were talking about like, what would they do for leadoff if Duran's out? And it's like, it honestly doesn't matter. Like, you're not gonna do worse. It's barely over 300. That's dog ass for a leadoff hitter. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm gonna sound like but because my mic unplugged, I'm having technical difficulties.
All right, yeah, here I'll just keep talking. You figure that out, bud.
Yeah. You're doing great, though.
So yeah, I just think that they should cut bait now. I mean the second base thing last game, the poor outfield defense, in general, the disappointing bat. I just think it all adds up to be like this isn't really good for anyone. I don't know. Like honestly, like a fresh start would probably be good for him too at this point. I just don't know why. Like the deadline's far away. I don't want to wait that long.
I mean, it would give us a clear picture.
Yeah,
obviously, and then you'd know basically what 1 through 9 is going to look like the rest of the season. I agree. Beyond this season, I don't foresee him here whatsoever. I guess at the very least, like, say they are playing really well into the deadline, and he is on his like triple every other day. He's stealing again. I mean, the fact that he's only got 15 right now, that's disappointing. So, I mean, David Hamilton, he plays like half the games. He's got 12.
We'll get to him.
He hardly gets on base, and he's got 12. So I don't see the fit long term. Obviously, last year he was. I'm going to put $1 in the jar. He was electric. Like that was special.
He was.
But yeah, I mean, I think the writing is on the wall, and there is somebody in the outfield that's got to go, and it just makes the most sense. The tea leaves are telling me it's pointed that way. So
I'll make it even easier. Like if you can go down the line, it's not going to be Roman Anthony, it's not going to be Cedar Rafaela, and it's like it's him or Wilyer, and it's like at this point, Wilyer's 1,000 times better defensively. His bat is better. I mean, marginally at times, but it's definitely better. And he's 3 years younger. So it's like, that's it.
That's an easy one to make. To me, the decision is very easy. It's just a matter of, all right, when and where do you do it?
I mean, this guy's 28. We talk about him like he's
same age as Devers.
22. He's not even 3 years younger than Alex Bregman. And they talk about him like he's a little baby boy. He's learning baseball for the first time. I'm sick of this shit.
You're talking about Soron.
But no, to Jake's point, I agree. Long term, the outfield to me is Roman, Seti, and Abreu. Any final thoughts?
Not to mention, the password is like lighting Worcester on fire.
Also an outfielder, and he actually hits right-handed,
and hits right-handed, and from what I understand, is also like a Gold Glove caliber defender.
His throw the other night from center was insane. I don't know if you saw that clip.
I think it's done, and I hope it's done sooner than later. Frankly, Yeah.
So say they move him.
Yeah.
What is your money on? Does he absolutely fall off a cliff further, or does he turn into Duran of last year? And like,
I think he's like marginally better than. I think he's probably like 23. He's like a 3-WAR player if I had
Sure.
to. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you agree?
No, I think it'll just be more of the same.
Oh wow!
wherever
So
they
you're
move him.
you're like
No, I'm not like all the way out. I just think like the bat this year. He's shown flashes of what he did last year, but there hasn't been a long stretch where you're like, all right, like this is the guy we saw last year. It hasn't been there. The mistakes on the bases and in the outfield this year, I'm kind of like I don't see it. And the fact that now he's getting days at DH, I'm like
him running.
To me, that's easy.
To third base with when the ball was hit in front of him in a
That's
tie
bad.
game in the I like. I mean, if you're not going to be a good base runner, man, that's all you've got at this point in time.
The legs are his best tool, and
yeah, and you need brains too.
This is true. So, to that end, I guess that's our Duran spiel. Do you have any final words, Jake, for anyone online that you may have talked to?
No, I mean, listen, I know I'm right. What's the Papa John? The day of reckoning will come. He's gonna get traded.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. He's gonna get traded. I'll take my victory laps, and he'll be in fucking San Diego or L.A. or Philly, whatever it is. But I don't listen. Not to get political. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good to hate gay people or support ICE. Those are like two founding. Two pretty big things that Jarren doesn't necessarily agree with. So there's that. But also, and again, these are two separate. He's a bad dude. Also, he's bad at baseball now. I could
It hasn't been inspiring.
pick a struggle. But I think and I hope Sean McAdam today even was kind of saying that a trade. He thinks a trade is probably coming soon. Which felt nice to hear. Shout out Sean.
Yeah,
shout out Chris.
I mean, I do. I think that's the general consensus, and we got Cousin Jack in the chat going. Duran. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. I was pulling up. This is it. Cousin Jack said he's the last player I'd want to be a leader of the team. They were talking about this. I was listening to our good friends over at the 10, and Mr. Coley Mick brought up a great point. It's like if the leader in the clubhouse is the guy that's getting into it with fans, is getting tossed out of games, obviously, gets suspended last year, et cetera, et cetera. Like, is that a guy you really want the younger guys looking at and being like, this is how I should act on a baseball field, et cetera? The character thing's a whole other, a much larger conversation, obviously. We don't have to get into all that even further. But to me, hey, if you thought Devers was going to be a malcontent in the clubhouse for years to come. And I mean, Duran is obviously ARB eligible for the next 3 years or whatever anyway. I just cut bait if you think these guys are going to be headaches, because, I mean, it'll be great. It'd be great to make the playoffs this year and have him be a part of it, because the rise was special. The rise and fall, the peaks and valleys of Duran over the last 4 years have been something. But, yeah, it's just not happening long term. So I think that's the general consensus.
Yeah, and I'll finish it off with my favorite words. I'm all set.
He's all set. # I'm all set.
I'm all set.
But all right, let me we'll throw it to break real quick.
Yeah, do we just write down?
I'm just gonna jot these down real quick.
Yeah, producer Liam, look at us.
When
we come back,
break.
we'll do
We'll
fuck
be
with,
back
don't fuck
after
with.
this.
Stay tuned.
Literally just texting the timestamps to myself.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Whatever works. What's going on, chat? What's going on in the chat? We got folks in here.
Oh, they just said Walker has another start. Who said?
Oh, I figured that was coming.
No.
We can get
pencil that one in.
That in a sec. Yeah, we can get into that in a sec.
Pencil that one in as an L.
All right. We'll come back in. Come back in 20. So 15 seconds.
Okay.
Thank you, Webster. That's something to think about. And we're back. It's the Jake and Liam show, brought to you by Pod on Lansdowne Media. Jake, we were going to get into fuck with, don't fuck with. Certainly, we just had a conversation about a certain someone we're not fucking with.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Is there anyone else you had in mind?
Yeah, I don't think we need to do that one again. Well, gosh, I have two. And I feel like you'll probably have the other one, so don't fuck with David Hamilton. That home run in San Francisco was nice, but guys, I can't. I mean, come on now. I don't know. I think I did this last week too, or 2 weeks ago. Like, he's not a Major League Baseball player right now. He's really bad, and unfortunately, this is coming a bit late because I actually think today, for the first time, my man AC realized that David Hamilton is not a Major League Baseball player, as Marcelo Meyer is playing second base tonight instead of David. So I think like he is obviously the one that's going to go down when Bregman gets back. That seems to be right. Would you agree? That seems to be clear now.
I think. Well, I guess really, who do you think comes back first, Campbell or Bregman? Because then I do think it's Hamilton or Eaton. You really?
Yeah, they're not going to rush Campbell back. I don't like that's an.
No, I agree. I mean, I still think it's a solid month for both of them, right?
I don't know, Bregman. Yeah, probably. I bet Campbell's longer. Because that's a long-term investment. Like, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, Christ, he didn't travel to Scranton this week with the team. They're having him.
Yeah, like they're stripping
it
down to the studs.
I think it might be close, though. I think it might be close. I mean, it'd be nice to have both of them back by like August 1st. That'd be cool. That'd be neat.
Well, Nate Eaton's here, so that's the other one.
Right. So it's like that's the other one that's going.
Yeah. But Dave Hamilton, I mean, he's like booting shit at second base. I mean, what's his? I don't even want to look at his triple slash. I got it here for you. Want me to give it to you? Yeah.
Triple slash in 53 games, 111 plate appearances. He is batting 181 with an on base of 211, a slugging of 295 for a whopping OPS of 506, and a
how many games is that?
OPS
50
plus
what?
Of 40. 53 games.
Yeah, I mean, come on. that is crazy.
I mean, that doesn't even cover the defense.
Yeah, and he's been bad at second base, which
to me,
and for a guy that's really fast, he stinks at stealing bases. He gets the worst reads or whatever it is. He's bad at it. I had high hopes for him after last year. I thought he'd be a really good bench piece this year.
Same. Like 30 bags last year. I mean, he's still got 12.
And hopefully he can go down to Worcester and like iron his swing out and just take some reps at second, I guess. But I'm not fucking with David Hamilton. Hopefully I don't have to worry about him much longer.
Would you rather they just send him down now and bring Sogard back?
I would. I don't think they'll do that, but I do. Yeah, I absolutely would rather do that. All right, what are you not fucking with, my friend?
Sorry.
Well, I know.
What,
I feel like it's an obvious one, but
yeah, I mean, and we mentioned him during the break. A certain Walker Buehler. I think that experiment has run its course. Especially after last night. I mean, the 7 walks Monday night, just like brutal.
Leave the game before the game leaves you, man.
And I mean, I know you tweeted it, but it was during the first inning last night. You're like, no more pitching projects, and I gotta agree. I can't do another 20 mil, 15 mil. Like
at least not like self, not one that you're relying on.
Yeah,
you can take a flyer on a guy that's like,
hey, Patrick
back
Sandoval,
end of the pen or something.
Come on down when you're ready. That one's not breaking the bank.
Liam's mic unplugged again.
There he is. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the AirPods. Screw it.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, the Buehler experiment, I think last night was the final nail in the coffin. I know they were talking to Cora post game, and we were saying in the break, they were people in the chat going, he's getting another start. Yes, we know that. I figured that was happening regardless, just based on who Who are we? Well, Dobbins just went on the IL, so wait for him to get back. But we can't do much more of this. We just can't. The pitching's already thin as it is. You can't have another guy who's only giving you like 4 1/3 every time out. Let me pull up his game logs, but like, have there been flashes? Sure.
A 4 1/3, Liam. I'd take 4 1/3 if he wasn't giving up 7 runs in the process. Like Bayo, like Bayo's whole thing the first 2 months of the year was like he wasn't going long, but he was only giving up like 2 earned runs. Like, I'll take it. I'm not happy about it. I'll take that.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so in the month of June, Walker's made 4 starts. He's gone 2 innings, 5 earned runs in the Bronx. He's gone 7 innings, 3 earned runs against Tampa. Nothing to stick your nose up at. He followed that up with 3 1/3, 8 earned in Seattle, and obviously last night, 4 innings, 5 earned, 7 walks. Just the walks are shocking to me. Before the start in Seattle, like, he hadn't walked more than 3 guys in a start, and that was all the way back in April. But then he walks 4 in Seattle. He walked 7 last night. The FIP I saw is like among qualifying starters, second worst in all of baseball, if not the worst. Like the FIP is 5.7. His ERA is 6.3. I can't take much more of this when I look at the rest of the rotation outside of Crochet and I go, I still don't know what they're going to give you, but like a guy like Giolito, like, hey, he's showing flashes, like looking pretty good. Whereas with Buehler, even if you go to his final start in May, 5 2/3, 5 earned runs, 10 hits in Atlanta. There just hasn't been enough there for me to keep running him out there in the second half. Especially if this team really actually does have aspirations of making the playoffs and being taken seriously. I don't see it. And even like 2 weeks ago, Passan and others were mentioning his name in like trade talks. I don't know what contender would want him right now, quite frankly.
Dude, if you could get a single asset for Walker Buehler,
I'd be over the moon.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't see it. Let me pull up his Savant too, because I'm sure that's not a prettier picture. Yeah, a lot of average exit velocity, 82nd percentile. Like, hey, there's some red. Everything else, though, you're looking at blue. Pitching run value 4th, fastball run value 3rd, expected ERA 14th percentile, expected batting average 21st percentile, whiff percentage.
This guy was supposed to be their number 3 starter.
And Tanner Houck was supposed to be the 2. The best laid plans. Not a great combo. Let me tell you.
Not a great combo. Not a great combo.
We're all very upset about how this has gone. So, I don't know. He throws maybe like 14 really good innings in the playoffs and you earn 20 mil. Like, good for you, man. That's good work if you can get it.
Yeah.
But the rest of this year, as you would say, I'm all set. I just don't think the bullpen can't take any more of this. They really can't.
No!
Like, we're texting last night, and Cora did exactly what I said. He was like, he's going to try to get 2 out of Guerrero. He's going to try to get 2 out of Whitlock. And by Whitlock's second inning, of course, he turns into a pumpkin, and there goes the game.
Yeah, I will say, though, I props to Cora and Bailey for letting Buehler eat 4 innings after that first inning last night, because that's not nothing. Like they could still win this series. Crochet tonight, Dick tomorrow. Like, that's 3 innings is not nothing for how taxed this bullpen is. Of course, Buehler didn't give up any runs after that cataclysmic first inning.
Cora post game goes, yeah, look, second or third inning, like, yeah, he looked pretty good. Like, velo was up, stuff was moving.
Aside from the play, Mrs. Lincoln. We just got to
throw strikes. We just got to throw strikes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I just don't even know what the upside is. Like, with him at this point, I think that arm is fried. God bless him. God bless him.
If it don't fall off the bone, it's free.
Yeah, I think it's curtains. Which leads us to fuck with.
Finally, so some positivity. A half hour into the show, we're turning things around now. Who are you fucking with, my friend?
Liam, I'll tell you, I'm fucking with Ceddanne Rafaela.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I'll make it clear, and I'll make it short and sweet. That's my fucking center fielder. All right, for the next 8 years or whatever it is, 8 years. I don't remember. I don't remember
What's
exactly
he locked
what
up
his
for?
deal is.
I'll pull it up.
But he's like one more good game away from a league average OPS plus on the season, and I'm not exaggerating. If he maxes out at that, he's an all-star level player. Like that's how good he is on defense. I think who's that guy on Nestico on Twitter that posts the WAR? Thomas Nestico.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
That posts like the WAR leaderboards every other day or whatever it is. I think Ceddanne is by FWAR. He's like the 6th most valuable center fielder in baseball. Works for me. TJ Stats. Yeah, I think that's what I'm talking about, right? I want to actually credit him.
That's
ringing a bell. Thomas Nestico at TJ Stats. Awesome account. He posts these WAR leaderboards every day, and like I just said, Ceddanne is 6th in the league for center field. Like that's awesome, and they're paying him. They're giving him pennies.
Jake, you want to hear something? He doesn't make more than 10. He doesn't make more than 10 mil in a season until 2030.
That's awesome. And I'll tell you what, maybe not a platinum glove because Denzel Clark exists, but he's gonna win a gold glove and probably several in that time.
His fielding on Savant is crazy.
Is outfield gold gloves? Are they positionalized?
No, I think they just give out. They just give out 3, right?
They just give out 3. Okay, then yeah, I feel comfortable saying that. Yeah, he's hitting like. Listen, is he ever going to be a perfect hitter? No, I don't think so. I think his swing, tendencies are going to prevent that. But I'll tell you what, if he hits for enough
he's
pop,
going to swing and miss.
Yeah, he's actually not walking at an incredible rate or anything. He was taking way more walks last year. He's just been awesome.
You want to hear this walk improvement real quick,
yeah,
Jake?
Yeah.
2024, he was in the walk percentage first percentile in 2024. This year, he's up to 16th. That's some good progress.
That is, and I'll actually give you the actual numbers here. So last year in 571 plate appearances, he walked 15 times, and this year in 75 plate appearances, he's walked 14 times. That's not bad. And I'll tell you another thing. He's like he's cut his strikeout rate by like a third as well, which is not nothing.
What was it last year?
So last year he struck out 151 times in 152 games. And this year in 75 games, he's struck out 58 times, which is like not a huge decrease, but that's going to be like, what about 40 less strikeouts?
That's all we
by
were
the end
asking last year. We're just put the ball in play more,
yeah, so last year he had an 84 OPS plus. He was worth 2.8 WAR. This year, and that was in 152 games. This year in 75 games, he's been worth 2.7 B WAR, and he has a 99 OPS plus. Like so he's improved a ton this year, and if he can even improve like a little bit past this, that's an all-star center fielder.
You get to 110, 115 OPS plus.
Yeah,
that's a monster.
That's
Would
like
like
a
to issue a correction, by the way. Our friend Webster in the chat goes, outfield gold glove used to be general outfielders, but it ended up being 3 center fielders every season. So it is by position now. So,
shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be Jackie Bradley again, where every year like Kevin Kiermaier takes one from him. Or
all
Kevin
right, well
Pillar. And then there's Denzel Clark.
When did Denzel Clark come up this year? Can Ceddanne maybe still win it this year? I don't know.
Just give
it doesn't
one.
matter.
Just give him one.
It doesn't matter. That's my center fielder.
We can say he's gold glove.
That's my center fielder. I'm very proud of him, and I think I I don't think the sky's the limit, like I said, but maybe just under the sky. Just under the sky is the limit for him.
I'd have to agree. Do you want his numbers this month are crazy.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
He's played 20 games. His slash is 300, 347, 571 for an OPS of 918. And then if you go to May, I'll just do OPS here at this point. His OPS was 698 in May. And April and March, it was 580. So he's basically gone 600, 700, 900 by month. Seems like he's heading in the right direction.
I'll take it, man. I'll absolutely take it.
Yeah. So I do badly after that series in San Fran. I badly want a gray Rafaela jersey. They go pretty crazy with the 3 on the back.
All right, number 3. It's his team, number 3.
It is. Damn. Well, you stole mine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I mean, they're honestly in the last week, he's been the only highlight. I'm afraid to say. You know what? Shout out Connor Wong. You finally got one, buddy. That's my fuck with for the week.
Wow, for the first run batted in.
Yeah, he got his first RBI. He looked thrilled in the dugout. Walked last night, had a hit. They'll be calling it the Connor Wong game for years to come. We won't remember the Walker Buehler start, but we will remember the Connor Wong sac fly. So
special. It was. I remember where I was. I always will.
I do. Yeah, I'll tell my grandkids about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Connor Wong could be my fuck with for the week. It's just nice to get one. Steady overall, like you can't say much more like that. He's fucking carrying everybody since Devers is gone. But yeah, so I guess that leaves us with our third and final segment. So we'll take a quick break, and once we come back, we got some questions from Twitter, or X, as some might call it, the Everything app. We'll be right back.
Did you say something stupid? Did you say something? What'd you say? Connor who? What'd you say? What did Liam say, chat?
What did I say? What'd I say?
I didn't notice it.
What did I say? Did I not say Connor Wong? What did I say?
I don't know.
Thanks, Dan.
Here, I'll queue up the voicemail as well.
Or maybe they're just shocked by my choice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that's fair.
I mean, that makes sense.
It was shocking. All right, you ready? Come back. We'll start with the voicemail and then do like all the Twitter questions and stuff.
Cool. All right, give me 5 seconds. We'll be good.
Okay.
And we're back for the third and final segment of the Jake and Liam show, brought to you by Pod on Lansdowne Media. Jake, you said we've got a voicemail.
We do.
Let's fire her up.
Like we tweeted from the pod, we don't know how to splice these in, so I'm just gonna play it off my phone, and you guys can deal with that. Ooh. All right. What? Oh, there. Okay, my bad. There we go.
Hi, POL. This is Craig Breslow, and after evaluating some recent developments in the market, we've made a few strategic decisions. Fitz and Jake, we're sending you over to Minnesota. Liam, following your recent comments about me being a robot, we're assigning you to Colorado. Mabel's going to remain in Boston, where she continues to provide some real upside in our long-term organizational depth. We're really focused on sustained improvement down at the high A level. Thanks for understanding.
All right, that's awesome. Yeah,
Wow.
that's really awesome. No, that's really awesome of him to call.
Yeah, Craig, I don't know why you're sending me to Colorado, but Jake, are you excited about the prospect of joining the Twins organization?
Yeah, I've watched Fargo a bunch of times, and that's pretty close. She goes to Minneapolis, I think, during that movie
Okay.
since she meets up with her ex-boyfriend, I believe. I think. Otherwise, happy for my dog. She gets to stick around. I think she's doing some good work down there in High A. She's gonna develop pretty good. But Craig, man, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you for calling. And it's just nice that it's cool that he listens. It's cool that he he knows we exist.
Man of the people, salt of the
Man
earth.
of the people.
I've always
That's
said.
absolutely right.
I've always said. So yeah, now with Craig's voicemail out of the way, I will shift over to Twitter, where we had some questions and comments earlier today, and concerns, of course. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna read these. I'll take it from the top. If any of them don't seem important, I'll skip over them, Jake. But leading off, the man of the show, really, Cedane Rafaela Enjoyer. He goes, trade Duran or Hamilton off the team. You can only choose one.
Very easy. I would trade Duran because you get something back in that scenario.
You don't think a contender would want Hamilton as a pinch runner off the bases? He could be a regular.
Okay. See, I thought that was presented as trade Duran or like a Hamilton DFA. Like I thought in this scenario you weren't receiving anything for Hamilton.
Now I'm rereading it. You're probably right.
No,
But
well,
yeah.
I guess actually either way, I stand by Duran because I do think he's like valued pretty highly around the league for some reason.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Next up from our good friend Billy at blimp_Sox. If the Red Sox make the playoffs, how would you line up the rotation behind Crochet for the first series, including any reasonable trade deadline targets?
Okay. So, well, gosh, I mean, that last part sort of complicates the question because who knows? But
yeah, all right. So
Freddie Peralta
season
was
ended today.
Freddie Peralta was being thrown around today. You see that one?
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
Yeah,
in a heartbeat.
I mean,
that's what they're missing is a real number two.
Yeah. Well,
Whether they get it this winter is another story. I don't know if I see it coming at the deadline, but
Bayo, that's your two right now.
Bayo's your two, yeah.
Pretty
then
inarguably.
Giolito. Is that your three for the wild card series? Got to be, right.
Or
are you going? I mean, Dobbins is on the IL.
No, Liam, Kyle Harrison.
He's your three?
I think yeah.
That's crazy.
What? Well, okay. I don't know. I want upside there.
But it's just the playoffs. It's a short series.
Yeah, that's true. Giolito, that I know he's been good lately, but I'm still spooked.
I don't know what I'm going to get out of him night to night. The Savant's still scary under the hood. But
like that's horrifying to throw him out there in a playoff game.
Let me see if I get. Oh yeah, that's Savant. That Savant's still terrifying. But let me pull up the game logs. Yeah, his last three starts: 6 innings, no runs, 6 innings, no runs, 6 innings, 2 runs. Yeah, he had the one blow up against the Angels to start the month. 1 2/3, 7 earned. But since then, I think he's tweaking something. I saw he was talking to like Bradfo about like they went back and looked at like his biomechanics and all that shit. I'm not smart enough to know anything about that, but I don't know. It sounds like they tweaked something after that Angels start, and certainly early returns.
Well, I'd fucking hope they did.
That was
one of the worst starts I have ever seen.
Like Lucas, great job out there. We don't want to change a thing. Yeah, I think that's got to be. It's just got to be Crochet, Bayo, Giolito.
Maybe, and then if they trade for somebody, I imagine it's going to be a guy.
If you get to a
7-game
series, God willing, you throw Fitz or Dobbins as your 4. I don't think you're going full 5.
Whoever's cooking more towards the end of the year.
Play the hot hand.
But that's a great question.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's a fun one. Thanks, Billy. Go Liverpool. Next up from our good friend Jake Roy, what's the best cold treat to get through the heat wave, and why is it the almighty Chipwich?
So I thought about this a good deal, and for me, my favorite frozen treat, I live and die by them, is a Luigi's Italian Ice little cup. It's my one of my most favorite things in the world, and I think it's more versatile than the Chipwich, because that's like a bit, there's a lot of shit in a Chipwich. That's gonna weigh you down.
It's just a cookie and ice cream.
Yeah, but there's chocolate. There's the breaded, the cookie, like ice cream. Like that's gonna weigh you down. You feel that. But the versatile Italian ice, that's just ice. That's just ice with flavor in it, and it's delicious and it's perfect. So that's why it's the best cold treat. What's your best cold treat?
Ooh, I think of like the ice cream truck coming around as a kid, and I'd have to say either the SpongeBob or the Spider-Man popsicles.
Yeah.
With SpongeBob with like the crazy eyes.
What is that? What are that? Is that good humor? Is that good humor that makes sense?
Let me see. SpongeBob ice cream. Yeah, just like those little ice cream bars.
Gotcha.
No, apparently it's a popsicle brand. So I didn't know that. I forgot that was and then Spider-Man is also popsicle brand. So there you have it. Good question. 102 today. Set a record. So that's fun. Next up from our good friend Seth, Smiley Smile 31. This one's gonna be fun. Make an all-time I hate this Red Sox player lineup.
All right.
Around the corner.
Wait, time out, because I think this could be a really great long form.
Oh, you want to save this one for when Fitz gets back?
I kind of do, but I mean, I can throw out some names that I know be there, just so
obviously.
In the pen, I'm gonna have Jake Diekman.
Of course.
I'm gonna have Caleb Ort.
Of course.
I'm gonna have Kenley, of course. Also, did we find out what happened last night? Is he what?
I don't think we got an update. I mean, that was funny though. Unfortunately, expected to be fine 19 hours ago.
Oh, great. Okay, yeah, he's a drama. He's a drama queen. We know.
I mean, even when he stepped on the mound, it was like doing his whole let me get my arm out. B's like, he's always been a guy that struggles to get loose. We've known that, and then immediately, something's wrong.
Yeah.
But that's a fun one, Seth. I'm bookmarking that from the Pod on Lansdowne Twitter account. So we will save this for a larger conversation. For me, first and foremost is Pablo Sandoval. I've never hated a player more, nor have I hated a player as much since. So he's my all-time on the number one. Pretty self-explanatory. Outside of that, I know people want us to put Crawford on the list. Sadly for me, I stand by that signing 10 times out of 10. It just didn't work. But what are you going to do? Outside of that, as Jake leaves and I try to fill time, I can't think of really any starters. Buchholz was an enigma, but then he would look like
Corey
a Cy Young
Kluber.
Winner. Corey Kluber's probably good. Yeah, I think if you
Liam, I lost you there, my friend.
cut
All
out.
right.
I don't know what that was. We're being hacked.
Okay, you're back. We're back.
Yeah, I think that gives us a good base. Maybe we save that one for the off season. That could be a good, full 30 minutes to 45-minute session.
Yeah.
Thank you, Seth, of course, as always, dedicated listener. Let me see what else we got. From Sid at Wally and Tessie. She goes, can you comment on the potential pod name change of Pod on Lansdowne to Pod on General Motors Way? Fun fact that I've done a tour at Fenway before, but I did not remember this nugget. Did a fun tour at Fenway on Saturday with Sid and some other of our good friends from Red Sox Twitter. And apparently Lansdowne, formerly known as General Motors Way. I didn't know that nugget. So maybe we'll rebrand at some point. We've done Pod on Causeway, but maybe we do like a throwback episode, old timey.
I love that. We could make
play some ragtime piano in the back.
And, black and white on the.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I do that on here?
Can you go black and white? I honestly don't know.
Settings. No, you could just do like virtual backgrounds, but you can't. There's not like a filter. That's all right. But that is a fun fact.
Yeah, that is a good one. So maybe we'll rebrand at some point. To circle back to Steph's question about an all-time players we hate, there's some good honorable mentions in the chat, of course. Alex Verdugo, Matt Dermody, Kurt Schilling, obviously. Yeah, there are plenty good ones in there. And then last but not least, this one is probably a larger conversation as well. What are the Red Sox going to do with their pitching situation during the deadline? Outside of Crochet, they have very little. Buehler has been awful, and Giolito has been inconsistent, and Bayo and Dobbins have struggled at times. How do you think the Red Sox should address this? From @BS Sports.
Well, I have to imagine.
We've touched on it a little, especially with the playoff question. What does it look like as it stands?
I have to imagine if Duran gets traded, an arm is coming back.
Right. That's where it starts. It's a controllable arm. I honestly, I refuse to dive deep into trade deadline stuff this early because the mock trades drive me insane. I can't do it. I can't get in there. That's a young man's game. It's not for me. So I haven't fully gotten into who they should target or et cetera. But like you said, Jake, Freddie Peralta's a good one. Sandy Alcantara, I know people might look at him. I'm sure you might look at him after a rough start or two as a pitching project again. But he's won a Cy Young recently before the Tommy John. And he's a guy that gives you a lot of bulk, a lot of 200 innings before the injury. So, there are interesting guys out there. Kyle Harrison is going to help. Obviously, they see him as a long-term guy in the rotation. Young, controllable lefty. That's nice. That's nice to have. But as for this year, I don't think I see anyone big coming in that's not named Patrick Sandoval.
Right.
Unless Duran is part of a larger deal and you can get a 2 or a 3 for him. But I don't know if I see that right now with as I said. But you did say I think other teams probably value him more highly than we do right now. We watch him on a night-to-night basis.
I also sometimes people get lost in there's straight up not that many good pitchers in baseball. It's a real commodity to have
we got Zach in the chat going Dylan Cease ? I think he'd be nice, but he's also a rental. He's a free agent at the end of the year. Which I don't think they'd be interested in any rentals.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Really?
Yeah. I think if in another month,
embrace debate.
I think if in another month the it's still clear they need another arm or two, I think they would definitely do a rental.
I think I would hate that if they're still around 500.
All right.
I would just be ride it out. Let's see what we got. Because then Cease and King are out there this winter anyway. So
yes. If
this team's still playing.
Well, I think that's two different questions because I think no matter what happens this season, I think they're signing some sort of 2-3 this winter.
I agree with that.
That's unless they trade for a legitimate 2-3 at the deadline, which I don't really foresee, but maybe. Outside
what do you think of a bat at the deadline, Jake? We can do a little tease this conversation because I'm sure it'll go on for the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, the only thing that would really make sense is a first baseman. So sure, if that that's Rhys Hoskins or I don't know who else is really.
People throwing Josh Naylor out there, which
I saw that too. Sure, I don't know. I would need it to be a pretty good upgrade for me to really get excited about. Romy is really, really good against lefties. So you have that. And then Abe has been good enough against righties for now.
I just think They're actually versatile too, which I mean,
Yeah.
I hate to keep hammering like, oh, like they love versatile players. Like I would love somebody that just can play first base every day.
Well,
And maybe
versatility is a good thing to have.
Maybe that's Campbell down the road, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's not a ton of names out there. Like, I mean, Hoskins and Naylor are fun. Nate Lowe for the Nationals would be another
Yeah.
one. But I just don't know if those outside of like honestly, Naylor would be awesome. What is he still 28 or 29?
Yeah.
He just
I mean,
turned 28 2 days ago. So that's
I
fun.
guess, but point being, I think first base is really the only thing that you can like. Your outfield's going to be. I mean, you have too many outfielders as is, so I think that's pretty much off the table.
More outfield. Marcelo Zuna, please come down.
And then it's like maybe a backup catcher. Like that's really the only other.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
a backup catcher would kind of rock.
But your infield is going to be the second, third, and short's going to be some combo of Bregman, Story, and Meyer every day going forward, I presume.
And then
So-
what? Your DH is just is Ref Massa.
Yeah,
for
we're
the
recreating
rest of
it
the
in the
year?
aggregate.
Hell-
We're
hell
recreating in the
yeah.
aggregate.
Those small market stocks. Watch out.
Yeah. So would a bat? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. I don't know how many. It's a pretty like specific thing they need. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Liam, you missed one good question. I was just looking at the.
Oh, what I miss?
It was from our friend Thomas at
Oh shit! Did I look over Tom? Oh, I see it.
At Ship Spaceman. Fuck, Mary, kill. Jarren Duran, Kurt Schilling, Matt Dermody. Dermody?
It's
Dermody.
I think it's Dermody, right? Somebody can correct us in the chat with
So,
the phonetic spelling. But
For me, I think this is very easy. Like, I think this is a very easy question. You're obviously marrying Kurt Schilling, like evil dude. He is a 2-time championship player for the Boston Red Sox. Like, that happened.
he can bankrupt a state for you too if you need him to.
Yeah, he's certainly ambitious, Kurt. And that's what you want. That's what you want out of a marriage.
It's one way to put it.
I'm fucking Jarren Duran for sure. Like, went to an All-Star game. We had some good fun last year. Dermody.
You're
I'm
sending him
killing
to the
him.
glue factory.
Yeah, I'm killing him.
Who could forget where they were when Matt Dermody tossed a sparkling 4 innings for the 2023 Boston Red Sox and gave up a whopping 3 earned runs.
Yeah, that's it, really.
Yeah.
It's got it. Yeah. Yeah. But I did want to answer that question.
Yeah, that's a good one.
because,
Sorry, that's an important one.
Oh, and you know what? One last one. And actually,
Oh.
two different questions, sort of. So Botsy and then also at the Notorious HRT, Misha, they both address this. But 2-time MLB All-Star Jonathan Lucroy
I forgot about this nugget.
was quoted my original Jarren Duran tweet and was like, Jarren's a great guy. So I don't know what this is all about. Well, Jonathan Lucroy might be one of the more evil baseball players to ever play the game. His Twitter account is crazy on all fronts. And also, I don't know. That was just I don't really even know what to say. That was a really funny
That was
cap
quite
to the whole saga.
That's when I feel like that's when it kind of not that it wasn't nuclear already, but it took on a whole other identity once Lucroy got in the mix.
Yeah, Red Sox legend, by the way, Jonathan
Of course.
Lucroy. One game.
The God, what the hell did they call it in 2020?
Yeah, the camp. So I looked into this. That's where him and
what do they
Duran.
call it? Yeah,
hung
that's where they
out.
were buddies. Down in McCoy. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. But no, great questions from everyone. So thank you to everyone on Twitter. If you're not following us already, it's at Pod on Lansdowne on Twitter, Instagram, and do we have an underscore on TikTok now, Jake?
We shouldn't.
It should all just be at Pod on Lansdowne on our socials.
Yeah,
Okay, that's easy.
Yeah.
That makes it easy. So yeah, follow us on social. Jake, what else you got up to? That concludes our third and final segment. So we're officially at Pod off Lansdowne, the Jake and Liam edition.
A clean hour. Look at that. Right on the hour.
As we live and breathe.
Also, just a reminder: use promo code POL10 for 10% off all in-stock items.
You got ahead of me. I had it pulled up and everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. The whole thing?
Yeah, do you want me to rip it?
Yeah. Do it.
All right. Jake teed me up. So, Jake, you know we've partnered with FOCO. Are you aware of this?
I do. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so awesome. Yeah, once again, real quick, as we had mentioned previously, we are now partnered up with FOCO, one of the leading manufacturers of officially licensed sports collectibles. They have awesome product options from bobbleheads to apparel and so much more. Find the best Boston Red Sox gear by visiting foco.com. That's FOCO.com. Or click on the link in our description below and use code POL10 to save 10% at checkout. This offer applies to in-stock FOCO products only. Pre-order items do not apply. Find your fandom with FOCO. And we appreciate our friends over at FOCO. So yeah, take advantage of that. I still have yet to get myself a bobblehead, but I don't know about you, Jake. I need to be looking.
Yeah, and Liam, trivia for you. Do you know what FOCO, what that is, an abbreviated, what, like where that name comes from?
What that acronym? I didn't realize it was an acronym. What does it stand for?
Well, it's FO and then it's CO. And that's both two different words.
So I imagine company is the second word in there.
No, you're wrong, Liam.
Collectibles?
Yes,
the second word?
collectibles,
Ooh.
yes.
I wonder if it says it in this ad read here anywhere.
The answer is forever.
Wow.
Yep.
That's nice. That's a nice sentiment.
Yeah, and here's a little tidbit. Why not? I mentioned this on another episode. I have a Wally bobblehead with a beard from 2013, and on the bottom it says Forever Collectibles because that was before their rebrand, whenever that was.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you when they rebranded. Oh no, that's not what I'm looking for. FOCO, or maybe they still are Forever Collectibles, but they. Well, I'll tell you what FOCO. Well, you know what? Learning on Lansdowne. FOCO on Wikipedia, FOCO. A guerrilla FOCO is a small group of revolutionaries operating in a nation's countryside. This guerrilla organization was popularized by Shea in his book Guerrilla Warfare, which was based on his experiences in the Cuban Revolution. I still don't really get what that means, what FOCO is. I don't know how you'd use that in a sentence. Anyway, let's look at.
Speaking of fun acronyms about companies, I learned this the other day on a fun TikTok. Jake, do you know what Nabisco stands for?
No idea.
National Biscuit Company.
Yeah,
and the Fig Newton is called the Fig
sense.
Newton because it's named after Newton, Massachusetts. I had no idea.
Oh,
yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, fun little Massachusetts local trivia for you. But yeah, Nabisco, National Biscuit Company. That blew my mind. I was finally seeing through my third eye.
Here, I'm going to share my screen because I've just discovered an incredible piece on FOCO. I think
are you going to be able to do it? Do I have to let you?
No, I think here. Do you see it now?
Yeah, there you go. Added you to the stage. Wow.
Yeah. Should I get this?
You should, honestly.
So, for our listeners, this is a Kenley Jansen 3-team 400 saves mini bobblehead scene. And it's him, it's three of him in a Dodgers uni, a Braves uni, and a Sox uni. Just pitching. And he's doing the check please, too, in the middle one.
Always up. as some would
Here,
say.
let's look at some other things. I also. So what else?
we got?
This is
This is window shopping. We've reached window shopping on Lansdowne.
Yeah, this is the specific Red Sox page I've got up here. So I'm just seeing what we got. I mean, yeah. So like, there's that's sold out, but a straw hat, a floral straw hat could be the vibe for this summer.
Nice.
We have swim trunks. We have a tonal
Crocs.
camo clog.
Oh, I guess clog. Sure.
A Americana straw hat. A Michael Chavis Boston Red Sox pin.
Special.
Oh, this is adorable. Actually, I would buy this. This is a Wally.
Santa Wally sitting on Santa's lap.
Yeah, it's an ornament, a Christmas ornament. Wally sitting on Santa's lap. That's adorable. Some moccasins. I mean, there's some good stuff here. Masks, if you're into that sort of thing. COVID masks. A Trevor Story. Next stop bobblehead. That's got to be 3 years old, I would imagine.
Next stop, Glue Factory.
Oh, this is cute. It's Wally as a leprechaun bobblehead.
Oh, how nice. Oh, what's that Seattle one? Oh, is that for the All-Star game?
Seattle, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Overalls.
I would get that to commemorate our trip, Jake. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that was a great trip we had, wasn't it?
It was.
Overall, I'm actually kind of digging these overalls. I've actually thought about purchasing overalls recently. I think it's kind of a cool thing. And then these are for pre-order, so you actually can't use the code, but they seem cool. Roman Anthony first career hit bobble and Roman Anthony first home run wearing the Wally head bobble.
Nice. Very nice.
So those are some options. How do I don't know how to.
Here, I
we
gotcha.
go. Yeah, no.
You got
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that was fun, wasn't it? Window shopping on Lansdowne.
Nice little treat for the YouTube audience.
That was great. What else?
But I don't know what you got going on this week, man. Oh, Dan mentioned it in the chat, but the Bruins logo. You happy?
I'm ecstatic. I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
New Jersey's coming tomorrow. I've been waiting for these fucking jerseys for 20 years. It's the best. The 80. It's basically a revamp. They leaked. It's essentially a revamped 80s, like the Ray Bourque era jerseys. So simple, no shoulder yoke. They're doing just the little like cute little bear logo on the shoulder that they used. Like they've been using it more. Like the centennial year they used it, and that's going to be the shoulder patch. Just like standard striping on the arms and the bottom. I'm praying they do gold socks. I don't really think they will, but that'll be great if they do. But I'm over the moon. I think it's like such a classic look. I think the B is like genuinely perfect. It's a perfect mix of the old B and the new B. I'm over the moon. What can I say? The team probably won't be that good, but at least they'll look good.
Hey, that's half the battle.
What else we got in the chat here? Opinion on the C's trades.
Wait, was there more? I only saw Drew.
Porzingis got traded right before we came on.
Oh, I didn't see that at all.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's okay. Interesting.
The Drew trade. I mean, listen, they both had. Okay, sure, great. They both had to happen. So I mean, in a vacuum, like, I guess we're under the second apron, which was the important thing. The Drew trade. Maybe Anthony turns into something. If not, he's on an expiring, so it's whatever. Got 2 picks and Porzingis.
Yeah, what'd they get for Porzingis?
They got Georges Niang and a second. Not having to attach anything to Porzingis is like works for me. I mean he's a lemon. God bless him for those 2 games in the finals, but other than that, I think it was like mostly
game 1, man. That first quarter was so special.
It was mostly people were chills. Like people on Twitter before we got on were like poo-pooing the KP trade, but I think people are being a little generous as to what that man's value was probably around the league right now. Like the lasting image of him from this last season was having an incurable disease that prevented him from breathing. He had it for like 3 months. You have no idea what that is. Yeah. But I'm gonna miss Drew, and I'll miss the idea of Porzingis, I suppose. But all good things must come to an end.
That starting 5 was perfect.
Yeah. We won a ring, and
perfect.
Flags fly forever. That's what I'll say on that.
That's true.
Do I think JB is gone? Probably not. From an asset management standpoint, and like the fact that you want to be a good team when Tatum gets back, it wouldn't really make sense unless some team is like offering you. You would need a only slightly worse player to come back in the deal, even alongside whatever picks you would get. So I don't know any team that would do that right now. Of course, things can change, but I just would be really surprised. Brad clearly values him and Derek to the point that I imagine he agrees with me. Like, unless some team is blowing their balls off, they'll be sticking around. Yeah. I don't know. Weird time in Boston sports
pot
right
on
now.
Causeway.
Weird time.
Yeah, I don't really know what to liken it to. I feel like we're in uncharted waters.
We are. Yeah. I mean, Drake May, buddy, save us. Sorry,
Our
pal.
eyes turn to you.
I think I tweeted this. The other after the Reds, right after the Red Sox traded Devers, but it's like, Bud, I know it's only year 2, but I'm gonna need you to lock in because there's not much else going.
You need something. Give me something.
Like, the Bruins are gonna be bad. I don't think they'll be like last year bad. I think they'll be a better team than that, but I don't think they're a playoff team. Celtics.
It's crazy to me with how many
Obviously.
fucking teams get in the NHL and NBA.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, James Hagan, I saw Bob McKenzie had him at 7 on his big board today. That'd be special. I don't know. What the NHL draft is Friday? Is that right? And the NBA draft is Thursday. Yeah. We love drafts. But not military drafts. We don't love those.
No, thankfully it's under control. So they say. So I'm told.
Patriots are in control.
Riley has the situation in the Middle East handled. Don't worry, guys.
That's all I got, Liam. What say you?
That's all I got. I think what is it? How do I never know how to pronounce it right. Is it Hosier is across the street as we speak, as we live and breathe. So that's fun. I've been listening to him tonight and Monday night.
Yeah, can you just crack the window and kind of get serenaded?
I mean, it was too hot to do it today to hear the sound check and everything, but I can hear him. I can hear him now. What's going on?
Yeah, is he rocking right now?
It sounds like he's on.
Might be an opener.
I don't know who was opening for him. I thought he was coming with the Lumineers, but I guess I was wrong. They play that ad 1,000,000 times during Red Sox games. You'd think I'd know by now.
I'm not crazy. Song of the week. Oh my God! Thank you, Leo.
Yeah.
And Christy. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Let's see. What have I been listening to? My song is "Words to Me" by Sugar Ray.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good choice.
A little Scooby Doo. One action.
Featured on what the hell do they call it? Spooky Island.
Spooky Island. That's right.
Yeah. That's special. I'm gonna go with thank my good friend DJ X on Spotify recommended this to me last night. Night Shift by the Commodores. It was special.
Oh,
nice,
I thought you were
easy
gonna say
listening.
Lucy Dacus. I thought you were gonna say Lucy Dacus. Another song called Night Shift.
No, but yeah, Commodores.
All right, sure.
Some easy listening. And for Seth, what should the emoji of the week be? A ship.
How about
right?
a what?
A ship.
Why?
Does it fit? An
yeah,
island?
Fitz is on a. Is he on a cruise?
Is it a cruise or an island?
I'm not
Somebody tell
sure.
me. I don't
Actually,
know where he is.
How about instead of that? How about
a wave? Just a wave.
Yeah, just a wave.
Or palm tree.
Ian Dorn, Words to Me is literally my alarm every morning. See, when I was in high school, I used to set songs I liked as my alarm, but then it ruins the song. So I don't do that anymore.
Bermuda. That's what he's in Bermuda, right?
Bermuda. I have no idea. I don't remember what he told us.
It's all coming back to me. But yeah, Steph, it's a wave. Emoji of the week is a wave. Thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. It's at Pod on Lansdowne on all socials, on YouTube. Appreciate everybody in the chat being here. We'll try to get this up first thing tomorrow morning. That's our
Not
next
us.
step here.
This is someone
That's
else.
our next
It's
step.
gonna be Dan or Brian because we don't know what
Yep.
the fuck we're doing.
We're reaching out to help is on the way.
The brightest minds.
That's right, they're on it. It's the Manhattan Project. But yeah, Jake, you got any last words?
No, I don't. I hope we win this Angels series and go home. That's it.
Crochet tonight. Stop the bleeding. Come home. Who's here this weekend? I don't even know.
Fucking know.
Twins? No, Toronto. I think it's Toronto for the weekend.
I'm checking. Yes, that's correct, Liam. Toronto, then
Right.
Cincinnati, then Washington, then Colorado. Win some fucking games on this stretch.
For the love of God.
Yeah.
Reds have been playing well this month. That series kind of worries me. Sneaky. But De La Cruz will be fun to see.
The Rockies and Nationals sure aren't. So.
No, they're not world beaters. Well, Rockies will take two out of three from us.
Almost certainly.
But anyway, for Fitz, for Jake, for Liam,
Yep.
for you. This has been Pod on Lansdowne. Go Sox.
No.
No.
Yeah.
You want that part?
Yeah, you still have to finish it. Yeah.
Okay.
Obey your mother.
Obey your mother.